Welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss how we went for round 12 on this late Sunday night, so should be good. But yeah, this was supposed to be a good bye week, so I'm not sure this is a good score, but we did go up in the ranks. And yeah, it's better to judge what your buys or how you went at the end of the buys, because everyone's sort of got different players premiums off and stuff. But yeah, a lot of disappointing premiums this week. 1854 and so score and rank 1847. So went up a little bit. Needed to make a little bit more ground. And tell you what, Mateus Philippou, the pick was bad for the past 2 weeks, and then this week wasn't if it was bad or not. It's more how bad is it? It's as bad as it gets. Subbed out with a calf on 5. So couldn't, drop 30k, and 30k this year is probably I don't know, last year, 60k, 70k, it feels like it, because we've had no cash come in for a long time. I think Campbell Gray made a bit of money, but we'll see what happens when Bolter comes back. Clark looks okay, but I'm not really expecting a lot from these guys. Yeah, Philippou, very bad. Yeah, happens, but yeah, what do you do? We traded Marriage. We play out of fear sometimes. I was just a bit worried. What if he plays wing with a 150 break even? We cannot lose big dollars on that. And he played okay on the wing. I think in the third quarter, Dempsey started cooking him a few times, and Minnie probably had enough and said, "Nah, you're off." So I think it was probably a rage sub from Minnie, but yeah, I'm glad we jumped off that. But it doesn't really matter for us, because we copped a similar drop with Philippou, so that's how it goes. But yeah, this week's interesting because there's a lot of targets off the bye, and Butters is not ready yet. He potentially has a Bedford tag this week with a massive break even of 197, so that it's not this week. Dale is kind of expensive. It's got a nice run, 550. Yeah, a really nice run. Oh my god. Hawthorn's not playing a top 8 team, and then they basically have top bottom teams for not teams that aren't making finals, with the exception of maybe Hawthorn, and who knows with St Kilda. But yeah, easy kills for Dale. So there's him you can grab. BONT's the interesting one, because a lot of people will go there this week for sure. It's too early to see the stats for that one on the players section, but a lot of people will go there. Can people actually afford this, or are they just doing it because it's BONT? We'll get the notepad out again, because we did make a bit of a different trade to our original plans. So, trying to think who else is off there. But I guess the Carlton mids Walsh and Cripps. Walsh's CBAs are no good, I think, and Cripps not really, especially the way Carlton are going. Brownlow year, average 110, so don't think that's achievable. I mean, Shearer, is actually a good buy at 513 with a really, really nice run. Insane run. Bombers not bad. I think they can win that. Just they've no key position players. So we'll see what happens. So trades last week were, I cannot remember. So we brought in Sheldrick, Merritt, and Campbell Gray. I don't know if Merritt was the right one. I don't know if no intercepting, no spoils, anything like that at halfback. So I don't love it. Man, we had a lot of options. Didn't really think about McLuggage. I guess a lesson for next year. If you look at this midfield, it's very 2024 midfield, Nick, Dunkley, Sarong, Merritt, Brayshaw. Dawson's been good, I guess. Wasn't that great last year, but yeah, it's, we just completely ignored McLuggage, Richards, Libba, and we probably still are. I think, how much is McLuggage? I guess he's probably gone now. It's double McClug. McCluggage, 80 break even. I guess we missed the big one. And I dare say, I wonder if they tag here. Does it shift to McCluggage? We'll see. So yeah, there's options everywhere. Oh, Whitfield was one, probably too early to be talking about targets. We'll go through the team, but he returned to halfback, so yeah, started forward, so it was like, okay, get cheap here. Can we look at him? But yeah, needed us a bit of halfback time. We saw that. Is Whitfield an option at 550? I mean, it has to be because Whitfield. And they started playing better with him down back. So I want to look at team sheets before I think about going there too hard. But I think, I mean, how much is Sinclair? Lucky, I think Sparrow went to Sinclair, 600k. He's gone, I think, 590. He's killing us, yeah. Last 4, 120, 130, 140. Just a modest 110. A bit lucky there. So, yeah, Gray was good. See how he goes. Sheldrick. This might save our cash gen, I think, because it's very hard to find, and he's a bit of a pod. I went through all the options, like Kane McAuliffe, Prestia back, Berry, not really sure, like Draper as sub, could they, Berry's not going well, bang, it's a straight swap. Can't remember who we subbed off though. I think we managed something. We were still thought tactical, just managed, so that's not going to happen regularly at all. So so we went for there's another one I'm missing. O'Halloran. I think we forgot to talk about him, but with Josh Kelly back and Prestia back from McAuliffe, I didn't want to go there. So I thought, well, Sheldrick, watch the tape, and he's got some good attributes as an inside mid. Like his hands are quick, which is important for inside mid, obviously. So I like that. Quick thinker. A lot of slamming on the boot. So that was not really any damage by foot. Was able to present for a few marks as well on this game. So yeah, went through the tape and was happy with what I saw. And the role, I think, sometimes we pick these players, these younger guys, and we hope, they're young, they're going to get their mid-clock, and they don't get it. It happens all the time. But in this case, I think third quarter onwards, Sheldrick was pretty much full mid, like almost every CBA, which is good. So, and we know he can score 85 plus from 2013. So he's back to that sort of form, which is good. Don't know what happened early in the year. And his buy is quite good for us too. So if he can just hold this role and avoid the vest, we'll see what happens when Mills comes back. But yeah, I mean, I think Sheldrick's not really a major problem for them at the moment. I think it's worth giving him a run, see how he goes. Maybe a few things to improve on, but yeah, that Sydney team, like diabolical, so many plays did absolutely nothing. Like Cleary did nothing, Warner Jr. did nothing. I know that because I have them both in my fantasy team. Bice I also have in my fantasy team, fielded all 3. I had Philippou too. I had to field 2 of them, so I had 20 playing. So fantasy team's just gone from bad to worse. But yeah, so hopefully Sheldrick goes well for us. Probably enough on him. Yeah, I think going Merritt, we'll see how he goes, but it's probably an opportunity to go like a McCluggage, sort of like a pod or something, but that's how it goes. It's all good. Review the team briefly before we get into trades and stuff, because it is a pretty open week for trades. Martin's been a brilliant pickup for us, so very happy with that. Geordie Clark, very good. Very good player. Josh Dacos is a problem. Now, this score, I don't know if you saw no one really owns him, but if you saw and we have to hold because it's got Melbourne, St Kilda, West Coast through the buys, but I don't think we really have a choice other than to hold. If you saw this fourth quarter, he was trying to put Luke Ryan to shame. Him and his brother were just waxing non-stop. There was a passage of play. I don't know, within 2 minutes, he had about 4 marks and made no territory at all. It was just burning the clock. They're up in the fourth, and it kind of saved his score. So I don't like this pick a little bit because they do not they were messing around with it because they were time wasting, but they don't mess around in defence, Collingwood. It's just go, get it to Elliott, get it to those guys, get it to Bobby, get it, full steam ahead, get it in very quick, and a lot of other teams are, you look at Saints are just switching heaps, and Melbourne today was switching heaps, and it just doesn't really happen with Collingwood from what I've seen. So, but yeah, he does have a massive work rate, good tog, and can bob up for a few marks here and there. So, yeah. Houston was really good, so that's probably the worry. If Houston goes really well, it's going to be hard for Dacos to score because there's not many points to go around with how they set up back there. I think a lot of us want to punt Roberts, and this will be a test for trades. So he plays Richmond this week. His break even is 88, which is pretty achievable. So I think this was the plan. He'll hopefully sit at 450, and then we'll maybe flick him. I don't know if that's realistic for us because of Philippou now. Sandy Rock was okay. He made a few mistakes, but I think he pretty much has to play. They don't have key defenders. Midfield, Andy very good. Dawson was good. I think just chilled in the fourth quarter. Forward didn't really do anything. Merritt full halfback, so I don't really know if this is a buy or not. I think there will be some on-ball time, but it looks like their mid-rotation is Martin, Cordwell, and Durham. And there's someone else, I think. Merritt got a few, but I think Durham had a bit of a sore foot or something. So, see how it goes. And then Dunkley, I think this is the worst of the four mids. Like, I think Will's actually going to outscore him. We'll see. I mean, it's 170. He's pretty much been tunned most weeks. 8 out of 12 weeks tunned. So, look, I'm hoping for 105 at this point. Sarong played quite well. Things just don't go his way when he hat kicks it. Like, I think Sheldrick was hat kicking a lot. Things went his way with Strong and just didn't. But I thought he played well. Nick was solid. Lindsay, missed 3. I think he missed two or three set shots, so would have been nice. Sherry we didn't have, so we needed to find a captain. And Marshall, 89 against Gorn. We'll just take it. Like, I don't care about the break even. He's our R2 for the year. Baz we captained against West Coast was excellent. Lots of clangers early, which kind of killed him. So I think his DT was about 147 or something like that. Krista, Petrarca, just sort of going. Like, this is good. Like 88, 90s, 99, 120s. Like, this is fine. Like, I don't... As long as there's no really bad floor scores like a few of these other ones, it's all good. But yeah, he's doing all right. This is Chad Warner. I think, one they got flogged. I think his kicking his disposal efficiency, I believe, was in the 20s. Had 12 contested, 12 clearances, but nothing went his way. So I think Chad will be fine. Sydney a bit of a mess at the moment. A few bad losses, so it's all good. I'm not going to say I'm worried on Rankin, but not getting much from him, and I feel like he's saved his score a few times with a few goals. So we'll see how he goes. It's not whether... I'm not sure he's top 6. So definitely not trading, hell no. But I think we've seen... Like, Luke Jackson is probably a top 3 forward. I think Horn Francis will be top 2 or 3 forward when he comes back too. I think it's probably Baz 1, Jackson 2. I think it's Horn Francis or Petrarca 3. But our forward line, Nick Martin as well. It's probably, I think it's Baz, Petrarca, Martin. I mean, Thilthorpe's going all right. We'll see. I think Horn Francis will score enough. He's got the injury game, so he's somewhere down here. But I think it's just Jackson we're missing in Horn Francis. So that'll be what we have. So it's all right. Levi subbed off. I mean, they got a really strong 23. So I mean, he's had a good run, and I'd like to hold one more. I think we have to. Fingers crossed he doesn't start as a sub. Mateus, like, absolute catastrophe. I read, Mitch Cleary's like, he's coming back. I'm happy for you, Mateus. But I'm gonna trade him. Flynn against Geelong, please, 79. Like, he had to go more than this. I think his DT was good, but like, had a really good passage. Took a few good marks. One big contested grab. good passage of play, and then like turns it over. The most blatant clanger you've ever seen. Hits a Geelong defender on the chest as he kicks inside 50. And like got like no points. Like I think he got 12 points for a passage where if he just was a bit more efficient, that would have been like easily 20 plus. So it goes. He's playing Sherry. Goodbye. Time to go. So we'll put all premiums on the field because it's kind of good to look at that. Well. Okay, so that's our defense is. Oh, hang on. Martin can go with forward line for now. So McRae hopefully comes back after his bye. I'm not really sure what we're going to see from McRae. Slightly worried given his recent form, but the role should be good, and if the role's good, then he should be okay. I think the game where he had a punch and luck, still had 27 touches, just didn't tackle on mark, so I'm hopeful that he'll be okay. Who are we captaining this week? It has to be Sherry VC. Like it's not even a debate. Like if you had a BONT or a Richards, you could go there as your VC, but it's probably Sherry into Gorn if you have that. It's probably backup Merritt, but I don't feel comfortable at all. But I just feel I don't want to get baited by 130, 140 when Sherry's playing Flynn, who have like a lot of, we all know. We know, so we'll see. So we need one upgrade. I'm not going to say Roberts at the moment. One upgrade, 2, 3, 4. So 4 upgrades we need with 12 trades. So this is going to be a little bit tough. We did carry money in the bank. So Flynn's gone. 111 break even versus, like he's going to lose 30k this week. So he goes. Mateus goes. Who else goes? Forgot what we're going to do. It was just those two. Do we get rid of Levi? I don't know. Okay, so if we look at, so we're looking at BONT. Now, one player a lot of people will look at is Caldwell. And if you know what I'm like on this channel, I don't like soft tissue history, especially one with a few weeks ago. And his history is pretty bad over the years. Over the past year or so, I've probably learned to take that risk if the price is right. And I think it is. So this 123 he scored, this could have easily been 150. Dunkley tagged him. And I think he had 2 touches in the last quarter or something like that. So when he's been, when he's been healthy, 129 and 118. Did the hammy during the week, I think. So this 84 just didn't score that well. Came back from injury game, a bit slow. Watched this game against the Dogs, and I think I put overs on him and lost that badly a week too early. But didn't look fit at all. Didn't look great. But the past 2 weeks has looked back to his best. So I guess the worry is, can he start putting up shit again? Like, what's his body like? Because he did have limited preseason. I think we'll go there. I think I'd rather Whitfield, but I feel like we got cash issues now with Philippou going down. I was hoping he would make a bit and he could sit at F6 until we could luxury trade him out, but can't do that. I suppose it's Levi that goes, I think. I thought we were going to hold, but we'll hold Lindsay, I guess, against MCG. Now that gives us, it's BONT or now Whitfield has a buy, so this doesn't make any sense. I think Caldwell, because of break even, you go now. So what's Whitfield? 132. This can probably wait. And then the other one we need is Clark. Now, if we do that, who we get next week? We have to get rid of Lindsay next week. And Lindsay goes straight to Nas. So we grab Nas in one tray. So say we do that. Midfield makes no sense, but yeah, because he's got the buy. I don't think we can do that because they have the same buy. Alright, fuck it. We'll go BONT. Yeah, it's an interesting call because BONT, it's going to be good now. Good run and stuff. And I don't mind if he loses a little bit of money. That's all good. What happens though when we're doing our last upgrade and we're short? We're stuck with a donkey for the year. That's when it's going to sting. And we've seen you can have 22 premiums and you still get 22 premiums fielding a week. We can see what's happened. Like the amount of shit scores, like players who could get suspended, players get injured, concussion or whatever. Like if we can avoid shit like this, yeah, our worst score, like injuries as well. So we need 23 premiums. Make no mistake, 22 is not enough to be properly competitive. So I think we'll keep Sheldrick and he can sit there at... He needs to stay there and score and make money at flex for probably 4 or 5 weeks. So yeah, look, so we'll do that for now. I mean, do we get rid of Lindsay or Levi? So that's the midfield done. Now the problem here is we don't have Butters. The Butters can go on flex. Now with Butters, okay, when does he play first of all? What is that ad? Art gallery. Okay, so BONT plays first, plays after Caldwell. And he plays against Whitfield. So I guess BONT has soft tissue history too, so a bit hypocritical this year. Maybe it's, I don't know, slightly different because his was like a tendon. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and explain stuff I don't know enough about. Yeah, so the reason is if Butters puts in a really bad score, then we can wait a few more weeks because then we'll know what the break even is. Because like if they don't tag him and he goes 130, I think he's gonna start going up again. Oh, wait, when did he score this 40? I think it was 2 games ago. 50, yeah, okay. So he's gonna shoot back up. So we need Bedford to clamp him really hard. If he can just go like 80, then we can, like, there's no rush. Even if he goes big, you have a massive break even. So, I mean, that's probably our midfield. And then hopefully we can get Butters and flex at some point. So what do we do next? So we need to get Nas. Where's Lindsay? So Lindsay goes to Nas. Now, how do we fund that? We need to find 100k. So, where's Notepad? Okay, so Carol, 99k. So that means we'll have 190k in the bank. Say makes a few dollars, I don't know. 190k. 190k bank. And then Lindsay just has to hit his break even at 50. His last few of the MCG been pretty good. And even today, it should have been a decent score. Just missed heaps of goals. But yeah, MCG 80, MCG 71, MCG 78, MCG 55, 9. There's enough there. Like, I don't know if it matters too much. But he does like running into space at the MCG, wide ground. So then it's done. Like, I think we have to hold Roberts through his buys, unfortunately. And hopefully he can just sit at... I mean, I think the fixture's not bad. Pawn Dogs, I don't think they're good. I'd have to double check, but if we can sit on 7 trades, which is frighteningly low, and we'll have a completed fake defense, no D1, no D2, with Whitfield and Sinclair. Yeah. So then we'll have pretty much no money. Yeah. So, hang on. What are we doing? All right. So 190k, and then Lindsay. Is that enough though? Nas had a really good comeback. 507. Okay. So we can afford that now. Like, unless Carroll scores like 0 and sub, and Lindsay like scores really bad, we can afford that, no problem. Hopefully, we just need him to not lose money. I think. Yeah, we can afford that by, I think, about 5k roughly. So that'll be that, and then the team will be sort of done. We'll need to get Sheldrick to Butters. So if Sheldrick can make serious bank, then we're chilling. So then we can have 5 trades left. And that's when we can see, can we get rid of Roberts somehow? And the money is, it's Clark, Gray, and Brock. So I think we'll be okay. Unfortunately, our defense is going to be dog shit. Midfield on paper looks good. Like, AS Cordwell, M8, like, he's going to be flex, but it's whatever. I mean, this forward line, I think Martin's a big pod here, and McRae's a pod too. So we'll see how that goes. We'll have a look at ownership. So, yeah, just one more look. Yeah, defense is absolutely shit. Like, Dacos Roberts. She's if he's not playing back. Clark and Rosie, I'm happy with. Let's see how many we're fielding this week. I guess we can get Carroll on the field somehow. Sarong and Andy. We're going to have to try to get Carroll on the field somehow. I think everyone's playing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, McRae. Alright. We're not going to count Gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 with Carroll. Do I count Gross? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So like 18 players I can sort of trust. I think it's 17 premium. So it's not, I think we'll be okay this week. We just got to get Carroll on the field. I'll figure this out another day. Hopefully we can actually do it. Hang on. No, it's not working. I'll figure it out later. So in terms of, we'll just look at ownership. It's too late. It's nearly 12. It's nearly midnight. Sherry, very highly owned. Nick, very highly owned. So Nick doesn't really matter. Like, Cherry doesn't either. This is a problem. People trade, that makes, I don't understand this. I think maybe people dropped out, but don't need to click him. So a lot of people went grey this week. Rankin 82, so he doesn't really matter that much either. Nor does Petrarca. So She's was interesting because a few people jumped off. But 78 is still pretty high. Again, like Andy, like 70s. Now this is an interesting one, Roberts. We are stuck with this, I think. Daniel's an antipod for us. If Sheasel goes back, I think Daniel's most likely screwed. So we need that to happen. Connor very highly owned. Levi and Lindsay, max 60%. Thought it was higher than that, but minus 12, that's odd. Must be just the ownership thing. Gorn's a massive antipod. So Jordan Clark, 57%. That's a lot higher than I thought. Whitfield, 57. It's not that high for him. Dawson's very high for that. Yeah, Zorko, 50. Neil's a problematic antipod. Holmes didn't go crazy on West Coast, which was nice. Went completely missing in this, I think, fourth quarter. Merritt, 41. So we need a bit more from him. I think Shea's going to be decent for those that when he's playing exceptionally well at the moment. Really well. I guess with Erasmus in there, maybe hurts him a little bit. But yeah, like next three are Optus. Like I think he's going to be keeper. There's going to be, it's Shea. You're going to get some, I don't think this will happen again, but you're going to get some poor games. But he's doing enough, getting enough. Like the role is partially good enough for him to score in because he kicks goals and ground balls and stuff like that. But yes, I think that's what we'll go with this week. So we'll have 7 trades left. And then we'll need to get Sheldrick up to Butters later in the buys. Hopefully Butters doesn't go crazy. We can get him cheap if he gets tagged. So, yeah, we need Sheldrick to go well and then Butters to go well. Like, Sheldrick needs to get to... I mean, I think he holds his spot, surely. I got other much worse in the team, but... Yeah, you can see there's a few limitations there, but I think... I was happy with what I saw. So if he can get to 400 while Butters 550, then we use probably 3 trades to get to Butters. So we are stuck with Roberts and we're not getting Whitfield, I think. Now, if we go someone cheaper than BONT, then we can, if we went, let's just look at cheap options, say under 560. Can't go Prestia. Say under 560. Took, probably not interested. Dunkley's cheap. I mean, we saved 90k on Green, and that would save us a trade to get Roberts up. So it's sort of looking at the 1A, 1B. So Rouse sort of come back good. I think as much as I can't stand this pick because of what happened last year, he's certainly capable, and at that price, he's bounced back. But yeah, there will be down ones with him. I mean, the down ones were against a really tough Dogs midfield, the hardest matchup. Then he got a hard tag from Dunkley, and then for whatever reason he scored bad against Sydney. And then I think Peatling got the better of him that round. So there are excuses for him, but yeah. Sarong, just if you want Sarong, there, it's just around 100 to 105 every week. It's it's okay for the price, but it's not gonna, yeah. It's okay as a budget option, put it that way. Will's been cooking. I wish we had Will. It was Sydney so bad and the role not going to be perfect. I think I don't really want Heaney, but I mean, he's 3 rounds 110. I think he should still do 100 plus. Newcomb sort of cheap. Do you trust him? Hawks out of form. So if we go, I'll tell you what, Jack Steele was actually a good buy a few weeks ago. How do you see last 5 again? Last 5 since he bottomed out, 113 is actually a good pick. Playing alright still. I mean, Cozzy could be a great pod. He got tagged today, so that happens. You take a 66 in a tag game. Walsh is cheap, but I don't think the CBAs are there. I think we definitely saved the money on Cordwell. It's getting to that point where we just need a penny pinch, so... And yeah, it's like, why would I pay? Like, is it worth paying 600 for Richards or Libba when I can get Bontempelli? Probably not, for like 40k more. So yeah, next week we'll get Nas. That'll finish our defense, and then we'll need it. I think it's going to take 3 trades to get Sheldrick up to Butters, and then I don't know how we get. I think we're stuck with Roberts. We're just going to give up so many points to Zorko, to Sinclair, to Ash, to Whitfield. We'll have Nas and Clark, so we'll have 2 of the top 6. And then I think Rosie can go in line with top 6. It's just, yeah, Dacos and Roberts versus Sinclair Whitfield. We're going to get smashed every week. Like, that's 50 points a game, I think, between the 2 of them, which is probably 400 points post-buy. So, I think it's 8 weeks, but yeah. So yeah, I think at this point it's just looking after the team. Make sure that post-buy team is good and the trade count. You got a little bit of spares to deal with, so yeah, we can finish a team. It's just we can't flip our fake premiums, which kind of sucks. But if you can flip a Roberts, I think that'll be like a Roberts to a Nas. That'll be a very popular trade. Maybe we do that instead of trading Lindsay next week. But then we need to get Lindsay up. I don't know how we do that. Get Lindsay to Butters. Not sure. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.